I'm standing up right now to do something a little different than jump. I never stand up, and I got a setup that is just crazy because I don't have a tripod. I was about to say iPod, but I don't have a tripod. So my setup for like to get my camera to shoot my face and like get full metal and trigon in here is really crazy, man. But I'm bringing you a video about freaking what I didn't like about the Toriko anime series. Now, to warn you, before I even get in this video, I do not, and did not read the manga. Like, I do not now, man. Like, I'm planning on reading the manga after I get finished with a couple of manga that I'm already reading, that I'm already behind in. So, please just stick with me from that. I'm just speaking on the anime. From what I saw with the anime, I finished the anime and I did a video about the anime, which you can check out, link in the description. And I talked about it, but I didn't really talk about my problems in depth and stuff. I'm gonna do what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it. But this video is about what I didn't like about it. So let's go. I'm looking out here at my computer and stuff. You see me looking down. Like, my problem with Toriko, one, the pacing. The pacing was way too fast in the entire series. When the series first started off, freaking Toriko was already a Bishiokai and already hunting down gourmet animals and stuff and eating them. And Komatsu was already an established chef, but he wasn't a big, huge chef. He was already an established chef. Toriko was already an established is it Bishiokai or no, yeah, Bishiokai, yeah. He was already one, and he was already a heavenly king by then. Like, we didn't even get to see no journey towards Toriko becoming that, or towards Komatsu becoming the chef, becoming a chef. And I would have liked that. Like, I don't know in the manga, because again, I do not read it, so I don't know in the manga if they had showed us the journey from Toriko being a little kid to where he was with Zebra, Coco, and Sunny, to up to where he became a heavenly king, or if they did it how they did it in the anime was the exact same way they did it in the manga and stuff. But the pacing was way too freaking fast. A lot of stuff could have been drawn out just a little bit more, like Komatsu and Toriko's training when they went to go train to learn food art. That jump went by so freaking fast. I think they should have at least pulled it back just a little bit and let them like just progress even slower. But those guys just did not progress any slower, man. It just was so freaking fast in how they became just food honor masters and stuff. And that was insane. And even they were saying in the anime, like, it usually takes guys 3 weeks or longer to learn how to keep a candle on for 30 minutes, and it took these guys 2 days, and now they going an hour, now they going 2 hours, now they doing 2 candles and stuff. It was just way too fast for me, man. And plus, when the ending at the ending of the anime, the whole entire like cook-off or whatever that is, like, I wanted to know more about it. I wanted to be drawn out a little bit. I think we could have dug deep into some more characters and stuff like that, but hey, whatever, man. Alright, there are a lot of fights. Alright, the fights in the series, like, that we never got to see. Like, and I mean fights like, and one that's prevalent on my mind, which we did get to see, but I would have liked to see the entire fight. We didn't get to see the entire fight. It was President Ichiru versus Midora. I would like to have saw that entire fight, but we didn't see the entire fight. We saw some of the fight, but we didn't see the entire fight, man. I don't know if they did it differently in the manga or not, to where they showed the entire thing of what happened between them. But, hey, man, I just would have loved to see that entire fight, man. That fight looked so awesome and so epic, too, man. Look, my computer about to shut off, John. But that fight looked so freaking good, and they just showed us little pieces of the entire fight. They showed us President Ichiru did a couple of moves, and Midora did a couple of moves and stuff. And then they showed us what it seemed like, what Midora defeating Ichiru and stuff. But come on, man, I would have liked to see that entire fight, just like how we saw the entire fight of Madara versus Hashirama in Naruto and stuff. That's the thing that I can like correlate to this and jump. And and kind of compared and stuff. But it was really freaking good, the fight that we did get to see. The stuff that they did get to show us, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. And fights that happened with freaking Zebra. When Zebra was out going around extincting these animals that are dangerous to humanity. Like, did he get in fights with some people or something? Like, what fights did Sonny get in before we saw Sonny? What fights did Coco get in before we saw him? Like, did they just have epic fights after we saw them? Or, like, what happened with that? And stuff, man. Just, like, the fights that I would have loved to see, we did not see a lot of, or we didn't see any. Like, for real. So, yeah. And Toriko, alright, number 3 is Toriko and Komatsu get strong way too freaking fast for me. Like, they got so strong just in this short time period, which kind of seems like it's hack. That's like, it kind of seems like how I felt when I was watching Hunter x Hunter, and freaking Gon and Killua is just getting this strong in this short time span. And I know it's for plot developments, for the story to go on, and they have to get this strong because it's like a thing to where I heard Manga Mean say. Manga Mean said, like when shonen characters are up against like a final villain and stuff, and people be like, oh my god, I don't see how he can beat him. It's like Manga Mean has said the way they beat him is because they're shonen characters. So I'm the main character, so I have to win because I have to win and stuff like that. And that's how come, like, I felt the same way about Hunter x Hunter Gon and Killua compared to Toriko and Kabatsu, is because they got strong really freaking fast and they didn't develop their strength really. Even though we did see them train, we did. I still just felt like it was way just a little bit too fast. And I know y'all, I know some real Toriko fans like, well, the pacing in Toriko has always been fast. Because I heard, I think it was King of Lightning say that the pacing was always fast in Toriko and stuff. And I'm just like, look, man, I don't know because I don't read the manga. So I don't know if it has always been fast since the inception of Toriko, or if they just had the anime just really freaking fast. But all I know is Toriko and Komatsu got strong really fast, man. And number 4 is some backstory on freaking characters that we saw, but they gave us a little piece of backstory, but they didn't give us a lot of backstory too. And I'm talking about Acacia and Branchy. Now, in the manga, again, I don't read the manga, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. I don't read the manga, man. So don't come to me like with that mess. I'm trying to read the manga, but I'm so backed up in other manga that I gotta finish that I freaking can't read all the manga at the same time, man. You're like, well, you probably can do that. You just don't want to do it. Like, no, man. I'm just too backed up in manga that I'm reading right now, to where I can't start on something that's new and then I'll be backed up in that. Because I'm the type of person to where I would like to go back to the beginning and then read the whole entire thing and then catch up so I can get a full understanding of what I'm reading and all that stuff, man. But Acacia's backstory, we know Acacia is the person who stopped all the wars from happening, like World War III or IV or whatever in the Toriko world. We know he was the person that found God and that brought God to all the kings and stuff, and gave them, let them eat God, and then freaking stopped the entire war because people was like, oh my God, like this God tastes so good that I'm having a change of heart and my spirit's changing. So we know Acacia did that. We know Acacia was the mentor and master of Jiro, Ichiru, and Midora. And we know that he is like the Sage of Six Paths of Toriko. That's what we know. Like, that's how I related it, because I related it to Naruto. But let me relate it to One Piece. We know that he's like the Gold Roger of One Piece. Of Toriko, I mean. Like, we know that. And we got some backstory, but we didn't get a lot of backstory on him. Like, how did he get this strong? Where did he come from? Like, how did he get into being a Bishio Kai and Joan? How strong is his gourmet sales? What powers does he have? What did it take for him to find God and get God? And then what happened after he found it and got it and then brought it to the kings of the world so they could eat it, so they could stop this war and all of that? Like, what happened with all that? Nobody ever told us. We don't know what happened and stuff. So yeah, like that's some backstory that I really would like to know about. And Branchy, the Tengu, at the end arc in the anime, the Tengu Branchy, what in the world was up with him? Like, where is he from? Why is he so freaking strong? Why does he look different than everybody? Um, where do the Tengus come from? Because everybody else is human, and he's a Tengu. So, like, and I know in Tengu, in Japanese folklore and Japanese spirituality and stuff, a Tengu is like some type of god, I think. Yeah, because a Tengu is the same thing that we know the Susanoo from freaking Naruto that Sasuke transformed into. That's a Tengu, and what Madara, his Susanoo, all Susanoos in I think except Itachi's, which I might be wrong, is a Tengu. So I don't really know, but yeah, I would really love to know more stuff about Branchy, man. Like, why does he have to put batteries in his neck? Like, what's up with that? Like, is he a real person? Or is he some type of cyborg? Because if he's some type of cyborg, that would explain the batteries he have to put in his neck and stuff. But if he's a real person, why does he have to put batteries in his neck? So I'm thinking Branchy might be some type of cyborg or something, man, because it doesn't make sense for him to put batteries in his neck. That just don't make sense to me. So he might be some type of DNA-based computer or something like that, like what Transformers are, except he's more flesh than he is robotic or metal or whatever. Yeah, and that was number 4 and stuff. I'm looking down trying to read my notes and stuff. All right, number 5 is I would have loved more. Last but not least, I would have loved more to learn more about Teppei and the evil Bishiokai. Like, I would love to know more about those people. Like, cause Teppei is Jiro's nephew, I think they said. Either he's Jiro's cousin or nephew. I can't remember what they actually said he was, but if you know, leave it in the comments and jump. And I would love to know more about Teppei, because when Teppei first got introduced is when Komatsu and Toriko and everybody was going after the Century Soup. And when they was going after the Century Soup, they saw Teppei, and Teppei was like this guy that people didn't know about, that they thought he was a GT robot or something, or he just some mysterious dude. And when he showed up, he was some weird guy that didn't want to talk, so he wrote stuff down. But when he talked, he actually spilled the beans on everything, and then freaking people started hating him and stuff. But Teppei is a great character. I like Teppei. He even helped out in the Four Beasts arc, which was an arc that I kind of was like, but he even helped out in that arc. He didn't help defeat the Four Beasts. He was just around, looking at helping out the like firemen and policemen and stuff, save people with his tree limbs and stuff and tree roots and junk. And then he followed Joa, which we've come to at the end of the series to now know Joa. He followed Joa, and then Joa did something to his mind. Like, what did Joa do to his mind? Does like Joa have something hanging over his mind, so it's like, hey, if you do this, I'm gonna do this to your family or whatever. Like, what's going on with that? And freaking the evil Bishiokai. Like, I want to know more about them. We don't know anything about them except their names, that they're evil, that they're trying to go after God and give it to Midora and all of that. And it's just a lot of stuff that go on. I would really like to know more about. Where did they come from? Like, what is their island? Like, why are they doing what they're doing? Like, the jump is just crazy, man. And I really just want to know more about those people, man. Like, for real, because they seem like such interesting characters, like Tommy Rod, and the guy that used the plates, the freaking. He has I think he has 4 arms, and he used the plates to like fight and stuff, and like freaking Stargin. we know a little bit about Starjun, but we don't know a lot about Starjun. We know he's really freaking strong, which I think he's stronger than Toriko. But in the anime, they just kind of like wanted to balance it out because the anime was in it around that time. Him and Toriko actually got in a real fight, so they just balanced it out. But I think he's stronger than Toriko and Jump. And also, I think Zebra is stronger than Toriko, believe it or not. And I'll probably do a discussion video on that sometime soon than Jump. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. Like that was basically my problems. I ain't had number like 5 like major problems that I thought what was wrong with freaking the series and Jump. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, man. Let me know if you thought what I thought about everything that happened, but then you read the manga and then you found out that, oh, this happened because of that, or oh yeah, like here's more backstory and here's why this person does this and here's who this person is and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments and all that, man. But that's all I got for this freaking video. Thanks for watching. I'm Darren the Awesome, you're awesome, and stay awesome. I love your faces. Peace, one love, I'm out.